Good evening. Welcome. My name is Heaven. Today is Friday, which is Tarot and Tea. Today we will be talking about, we'll be pulling cards and... Let me put my clothes away. Hello, Nalani, how are you? How's it going? We're going to be pulling some cards today and we're going to see what we should be talking about. You're not good. I saw your Instagram status, I think. What happened? Batty down? No. Not when I opened the card. I opened the deck and this came out. The Tower. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. No. Towers, you know, sometimes they force things to change when change is necessary. Dolly. Dude ghosted you. Ew. So you guys didn't hang out on Monday? That was the plan, right? Even though everything was good, I hate to say this, but it's for the best. Like, just because, like, why would you want to be with someone who does not know how to communicate? He showed his cards early, and I'm so sorry that he dealt with you like that. Ew. Like, how can you be texting me and sending me selfies and then ghost? Spooky. Ew. Time to exercise. Exorcise that ghost. What's that? What happened? Did you guys go out on Monday still? Or like did he disappear? Period, you wrote an amazing song. Exactly. Exactly. We still up. No, we didn't. Oh, so like he just ghosted on like the weekend? I hate that. I don't like that. I'm so sorry. That's heartbreaking. That's not very nice. He ghosted 2 days ago. Wednesday. Ugh. Thankfully he showed his cards early. But I hate that you were treated that way. When he cancelled, we still talked and everything was more normal. Hello, Shio! That's heartbreaking. Especially you were so excited. I hate that. You know, what I always say, crushes are just incomplete information. That's not the saying. I'm not saying that right, but a crush is usually just something with not enough information. Yeah. I think what that is
it is what it is.
giving non-committal. Exactly.
What it is.
It is what it is. Why didn't I hear that sound? Why does this always happen? Let me pick this. Let me pick this. No, everything should be working. Alert. Damn it, blurp. It is what it is. It sounds like just like, first of all, it's not your business to try to understand, okay? This is something that I used to do when I was younger. I would try to rationalize, I would try to empathize, but all you're doing is putting yourself in a place where, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be yelling, where like you shouldn't have to understand somebody's low standards of treating other people. That's not something that you need to empathize with. Do you know what I mean? Like, if someone's being a jerk, you shouldn't have to be like, oh, well, it's because like they did this and they were that and they were going through this. Hello, private Eshi? Private shit? Oh, private shit ta? How do you read that username? My policy is that if there's 2 cancellations with no real reason, it's not in the stars. Yeah, like, things happen, and like if you're not a good communicator, that's a big no for me. You know, like if there's no like and for someone that if I'm texting this person a lot already, I already have a cadence. There's an expectation set that like, okay, I talk to this person a lot, I should give them a heads up if I'm going to be busy today. It's not like, you know, you're having expectations or like you're taking advantage of someone's time, but it's just like, hey, like, why did the vibe shift? And why was I not made aware? So, you know, like if someone cancels your shift at work, you would be like, that's not okay, we should sue. I literally texted him after not replying for like 30 hours and I said, you can tell me if you don't want to talk to me, and still nothing. Yeah, that's terrible. That's like very avoidant and afraid of communication. That's very immature. And you don't have to expect him. Like, if he comes back in a few days with a sob story, what's going on? We're just talking with Nalani in the chat. And I'm just giving her advice. But if he stops talking to you and then comes back with a sob story, don't, like open your heart to it. Just like be mindful, but also like this is all data. I find that like if he comes back, block him. She has been in how long have you been in a relationship? Like 6 years? But honestly, yeah, no, like this early on, no. 7 years. Yeah, like hell no. Don't fucking let nobody treat you like that. Like for me, if I freaked out on somebody and I was like, you fucked up my boundaries, and you made me angry, and then I calm down and I realize I fucked up, like I will go and apologize. But I'll be like, hey, like I still stand where I stand. I did not approach that right. We had a better relationship than that. I was coming from a place of like trauma, whatever. Like honestly, I would understand more if we went on 30 hours. Damn, tried 6 months. No. Like honestly, I would understand more if we went on one date and then right after that he ghosted. But we literally talked a bunch after, and on the day of him ghosting, he was acting completely normal and sweet. Yeah, so I don't know, like unless like someone literally died or like he died, there is no excuse. Okay, so this is like there's the point of like we have way too much access to each other, right? So like it is you can't expect to have access to everybody at all times at all days, but it's also like you can't take 5 minutes out of your poop break to message me. No. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there, Nalani. Like I said, you don't need to understand. Like these are not people to rationalize. Wait, private. Like, what do you mean 6 months? What happened? What happened? You got ghosted for 6 months? Did you let them back in your life? This is a messy road to go down. Exactly. Like people like this is kind of like you're gonna have to continue making excuses for them and letting their excuses slide. So like I said, it's good that they show their cards early. Like obviously it's easier said than done. I was in a very messy like psychosis, like humiliation ship for 2 years, so I get it, but leave early. Leave when you can. Yeah, no, he's stupid as fuck. Yeah, worst case you're projecting your insecurities as their supposed reasoning. Yeah, which like that could fuck you up too. Be like, oh no, like is it me? Don't. No, not saying you're doing that, right? But like best case you force a conversation that leads to a closure. Yeah, but at this point like they're a coward. I do not fuck with cowards. Hell no. You're not brave enough to care about my feelings and how treating me like this would be like hurtful, even if it's scary for you. Mm-mm. How are they gonna stand up for you if like something's actually going down? I'm like I'm just spiraling. It's okay. You had a really good date. You had a good time. You had an experience that showed you what was possible, and hold on to that. Not to the man. Hold on to the idea of joy and the good time that you had, and how like that's a standard to set, and also to make sure that they don't fucking disappear on your ass. And also that they don't like love bomb you like crazy. I just remembered a date one time when like I went on a date with this guy and it was really, really fun. This was like a few years ago. And we had a really good time. Like we had lots of giggles. It was so good. And then like a few days later, he's like, I'm in love with you. And I'm like, bro, I literally only met you for a week. Shio, I think we're talking about different types of love bombing. I'm talking about like actual like, I think the honeymoon phase is something that people are mistaking for love bombing, but love bombing to the extent of like, I don't know you. Why are you telling me you're in love with me, that you want to be in a relationship with me forever? Blowing up my phone as if I'm the love of your life. We went on one date. We barely talk on the phone. I don't, nor your, what is this emoji? I said what I said. You want, nah, I'm gonna get your name tattooed on me in the my name is cool though, so I understand. I don't know. I think like love bombing works when it's like reciprocal. I think that's the thing about love bombing. It becomes honeymoon phase when it's reciprocal. It's delulu when it's just one-sided and someone's like, hey, that's making me uncomfortable. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like maybe he low-key thought I was love bombing. I can't imagine why else he would ghost, to be honest. Like I said, like people like that, you don't need to rationalize that. Like, there is no valid reason. I was just really into him. Yeah, no, of course. Like, you had a big crush. And it's disappointing. To be honest, I think it's advanced flirting. Yeah, there's no realization. Like, you know, like, he could literally have just been, like, scared. So, okay, let's say he was scared that you were too into him. That has nothing to do with you. That's more him, like, not having the capacity to carry, you know, that type of affection. That's one of those. Someone's too insecure to not believe that, like, they're good enough to be in a relationship with you. Or they just, like, decided one day, they were like, oh, I can't do this, I'm busy. It's something like, you know, there is no real way to understand a man. Private says, so there's this girl which I loved so much since 2022, and we were together until 2024. Things changed. And then she started acting different, and from 2024 until this day, I do love her, but she doesn't. But I do keep talking to her. Oh my god. She ghosted me most times, but I don't know what to do, to be honest. I just can't leave her. That's heartbreaking. Boy, stand the fuck up. Wait, because flirting is a game of chicken. Yes, I agree. Flirting is a game of chicken, for sure. If you are not pushing forward, you gotta bow out. Like, if someone's pushing forward ahead of you and you can't compete or, like, match them, you gotta leave. Or if they can't match you, you gotta leave. Love bombing is no guardrails, real. I wish I can. No, she doesn't want you. Yeah. I think, like, love and attachment are really easy to confuse. It's easy to confuse what love feels like when really it's just an attachment. You can hold on, but you'll be a slave to your one-sided affections. Yeah. Like, you can love someone from afar and still wish them the best, but, like, knowing that they don't want to be with you is a hard sign to move on and be like, you know what, I fucking deserve better than this. You deserve to be with someone who wants to be with you. I don't know, she made me so attached to her, and now I can't do any, I don't know, I can't do anything. It's so hard to fix. I think it's like, not think about it as something to fix either. It takes a lot of time at this point. Like, you have to treat it as an addiction. It was someone that, like, for me, I'm gonna speak for me, so, like, when I get attached, there's someone that I, like, think about 24/7. I need their company, I need their calls, I need their, like, validation, whatever fix that I get from them, I need it at least once a day. And, like, if I keep thinking about them, that will activate the addiction again. So, like, it really does need to be a cold turkey situation, especially when it's, like, unrequited love. Because unrequited love, it's like, it's love that you're not giving to yourself at the end of the day. Plus, love makes you grow, obsession gets you stuck. Exactly. You know, you can get obsessed over yourself, and then you'll find ways to, like, love yourself even better. And eventually the thoughts of, like, oh, this will be so much better with her, those will finally go away and be like, she could never have done this. This is so much better. Or, like, even if this is hard, even if I think that I would have wanted her to be here, she's not, and I'm having a better time right now. Or like I still miss her, you know, like it's hard to like, you'll just have to train your brain. Like literally you'll have to hypnotize yourself to tell yourself that you'll be better off. I'm an Aries, honey. Happy Shio season. When's your birthday? Did your birthday already happen? I'm like, oh my god, my brain. I'm like, Aries season literally just started. I'm like, did you already have your birthday? In a week. Aries season. Oh my god, we're getting old. Are you also 91? I always forget this, if we're like both 91 or if you're like 90. TBH, I did grow. I did a lot of steps that made me reach success and started my own business at 19. Hell yeah. But all the things I did, it was for her so she can be proud and consider going back again. Honestly, that's okay. Love makes you do crazy things, and love really does help you grow as a better person. And if it's helping you to, like, you know, become a better version of yourself, if she's inspiring to you to do that, I'm not gonna say don't do that, but also like find a way to still detach, you know? Like she can just be like this totem in your mind to be like, this is the person that like I want to be for her. And then eventually what happens is like you become the person that you want to be. And once you get there, you realize like she might not be the one that like who the best version of you deserves. You know, like once you level up, you kind of like realize, oh, I deserve so much better than this. Or I deserve so much better than what she was able to give me. And at 19, also, like, your hormones are still kind of whack. You know? Like, are you 19 right now? Like, even still, like, you know, like, there's the saying that, like, your prefrontal cortex doesn't solidify until you're 25, which also apparently might be different for people who are neurodivergent. That might, that might happen in like when you're like 35. It might take 10 more years just because like our what are they called, but the wires in our brains, they're a little bit more stretchy. So I'll be 20 next month. Happy almost birthday. Are you also an Aries? Yeah, you're still a baby, and like that's the, like an early heartbreak, so it makes sense. That was not a ghost, that was my cat. Farrah's here. Hello. Yeah. Cause like what, you guys were together 2022, 4 years ago. You were 16. Oh my god. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Like, your high school heartbreak is a big one. So, it's a very boring advice, but time heals all wounds at the end of the day. I think, like, you will find more people to love romantically, platonically. More people will find you to love. And you'll just learn that, like, the ache for her will feel smaller than the love that you have and you've received from like all the people in your life. I think that doing all that for the same reason, your affection for her, isn't you growing. It's you holding on. It's you fighting to reclaim a place with an offering. Yeah. Yeah, there's like a piece, like if you stay holding on, there will be a piece of you that like won't have a chance to grow when it can. I want to show my desk, but I still have to figure out the setup because I don't really like it. Let's change my phone. Okay, that's fine actually. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. These things take time. When I was in high school, I had a high school sweetheart. I was with him for 4 years. Um, we got together when I was 16, and then we broke up when I was 20. And like it was hard. Like I distracted myself in many ways. Like I broke up with him, and we, like our families were close. We thought we were gonna get married, and you meet more people in your life, and like I think like I still thought about him a lot, and then I would miss him sometimes. But at the end of the day, like me and him are very different people now. Back then, yeah, we made sense, but now I'm like, I don't think I would have been able to grow as much as I have as a person now by myself, like through my other relationships versus if I stayed. No, this isn't the best thing, but you could look for why she left and learn to accept and respect her decision in spite of it all. Yeah. It's just a weird idea to replace her. She was too perfect. The second part is most important. Yeah, there's no such thing as replacing a person. Like, you can't expect to fill a hole in your heart from somebody. Or, like, like, people are irreplaceable. But love is always everywhere. And, like, she might have been perfect for you at the time. But then once you grow as a person, you'll find that, like, more people will, like, your idea of perfect will change. How do I connect this to my Mac again? How do I connect my phone? No. Very, very true. You have to move forward and let your idea of perfect change. Yeah. Like, at 20, my world was very, very small. My world was small. Like, even though I, like, lived in multiple cities and I had, like, hundreds of, like, acquaintances, my world was still very small. Like, now that I'm fucking 30, about to be 35, my world just keeps growing. And my idea of perfect for myself changes all the time. And I think that's what it is too. Like, perfect isn't a real thing, you know? I'd rebuttal that the perfect partner would want you back. Exactly. Like, perfect isn't real, but at least the one for you will also want you back. I never know how to do this. Do I do this? No. Maybe I'll do this. Oh, wait, I have to feed my cat. Fuck. I forgot to do that. I forgot to feed the kitty. Okay. I'm gonna BRB. We're broken mirrors in this house. Gotta accept sometimes it ain't meant to be. Exactly. That's really good. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. Give me 5 minutes. Maybe 2 minutes. I also have to pee. I'm sorry. I'll be right back, okay? The kitty was sleeping when I was like, it's time for dinner. Oh my god, static. BRB. I think my what? The lesson learned here is private. The lesson learned here is that you're a capable person with the right motivation and that you loved her more. Yes. I think once you get over your attachment issues, you could live a fulfilling life with someone in the future that shares your passion. Yeah. I keep trying. I know what I'm doing is wrong, but I keep pushing myself to the right path. I failed most times. One day you'll make it. Yeah. One day you'll make it. Just one day at a time. Try not to be so hard on yourself. Like, there will be days where you miss her a lot. There will be days where you don't even think about her at all. Just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward and chase the best version of you. Chase that instead of her future approval, you know? Let's see. Can I get this to work? Oh, yes. I don't think what you're doing is wrong. Yeah, I don't think so either. I agree. I don't think that's what I want. No. It just doesn't serve you well. Yeah, exactly. How are you feeling, Nalani? Do you want us to, like, burn that guy? Burn his stuff? You should do a ritual for Aries season. Burn him. I don't like that. Camera? You're still at school? Working on some piano shit. LOL. It's a due tonight. Oh my goodness. Good luck. Good luck, babe. You got this. I believe in you. This is a weird ass angle. Maybe let's do it this way. It's okay. I know, just have to let it go. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, I know. I think that's one of the hardest parts of, like, being heartbroken. It's just like, you would never do that to someone, so why would they act like that? And that's the negative side of empathy. Some people are just not meant to be understood. And I wish you could just tell me straight so I can move on. Yeah. Well, you shouldn't have to let him make that decision for you. Like, he already made the choice to disrespect you and your time. That should be the signal for you to move on. And that's the hard part, because that means you have to make the hard decision. Exactly. Like, I can't imagine how he would do that to me. Yeah, exactly. Need that 2-week detox. Honestly, so true. I'm trying to set up my, I know you see my camera. No, not my fucking mouse. It's acting up. Where'd it go? There we go. Okay, let's open you. Yay! I know we only went to one date, but we talked so much after that, and he was telling me He would send me the link to his stream and he wanted to come to my show and blah blah blah, just a whole load of shit. If I don't talk to someone for 2 weeks, I look forget about them. Real. Yeah, so what is that? It's something people call future faking. And that's when it's hard, when like they make promises and you kind of hold them to that, because like, why would someone lie? But I think that's the sad truth. It's like, you are being confronted with the reality that he can't keep his promises. You know? Like, immediately, we don't like that. We don't like people who can't keep their promises. Okay, that makes so much sense. Yes. Future faking. I don't know, like, where people say that, but that's a thing. He's a Pisces Zellium. Yeah, girl. Good luck. Pisces, they were a little messy. They're very good at playing the I'm empathetic game. But are they? Wait, what is this? Oh. Okay. Pisces being going, when you're talking about how cute your babies will be and their names, future faking for sure. Like, that's true future faking, but like, even like, you know, just like broken promises. He's a Pisces sun, moon, and Mercury. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, let's pull a card for Nalani. Spirits, tarot guides. What does Nalani need to hear right now? At first, I thought that's playing cards. They are tarot cards. Oh my goodness. No, no, no. Jesus Christ. No. That's too much. Chill out. Is it because they're small? These are actually my bigger ones. I have smaller ones. Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands upright, it's usually a card of being in awe, of looking at something in fruition. I think it being reversed is to let that go. I think it's really easy to get attached to the idea of something that's new and the possibilities of it blooming. For me, I definitely get really caught up in like the idea of something. And yeah, the possibilities, oh my goodness. If you ask me, I was Aries, yes. Because your birthday's soon, right? That's very true. Yeah, like I definitely get attached to the possibilities of things. You're very welcome. So I think like this is focusing on like what you already are working on, and don't get caught up in the idea of like what could have been. Try to pay attention to what is actually growing around you, like your work and your music, and like pour your soul into that. You are such a good musician. You're so cool, and I just love to see your stuff. Let the people feel your pain, you know? Sing through your guitar. Where's the link? Oh, Nalani, you want to drop your Instagram or TikTok? I don't know if she's posted stuff yet. She sent me stuff. She's a really good bass player. You can add me on IG. Oh, I don't think you've shown me your rap songs yet. You told me about it. You told me about like needing to do it. Bass is like the coolest. Ooh, okay, period. But I think I shall post something when I do a show in April. Yes! Oh my god! Wait, is this gonna be like not in school and in like an actual event? I rap fucking crazy! Hell yeah! Oh my god! I love that. I used to write a lot of like spoken word, but I'm like in my head it's like a fucking large black man rapping it, and I'm just like I can't do this. I can't keep writing like this. My like musical genius at the time, my like poetic genius in my brain, I'm like, why are you like this? I can never perform this. So I just pulled some cards on like what I wanted to talk about today, and I was like, today, name a fucking woman. And I've actually been itching to talk about like witches and like religion. And last week I wanted to talk about Friday the 13th and how that became demonized, because the 13 is like women's cycles, the 13 months of the year versus the new Gregorian calendar. No, it will be for school, but it would be at a bar open mic. Oh, okay. Is it like, are the blah blah? Is the public able to come? Can I go? I'm like, I'm going outside now. It's spring now. I will be outside, a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, Nalani's a baddie, a baby baddie. Yes! I would love to come. Wow, damn it. Why did I shuffle those cards that way? I got distracted. My ADHD. Let's pull them back. I know which cards they were. I know it was the Hierophant. No. The Hierophant, the High Priestess, and the, like, the working one. I can send you the details. It's near Trinity. Yes! Okay, cute. Perfect. I miss being in that neighborhood. But also, I don't know if I can stand being in that neighborhood as much. It's not the same. Me. There we go. Yeah. Oh my god. When is it? Is it next month? April. You said April. I'm like, it's March. Yeah, that is in next month. Oh my god. The weather's gonna be nice. The weather's gonna be in double digits next month. At least. Thank goodness. Yeah, I'd love to show out for you. Love to show you my support. That's so cool. Oh, we can meet. Eee. Okay. So the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the guy who is like, he's kind of like the Pope, and then these are what? Priests? Bishops. Look at their fucking bald ass heads. And this one is roses, and then this one is, I don't know if they're like lilies. They kind of look like lilies. Maybe not lilies, maybe something else, but this guy has the key to something. So the Hierophant is the guy who sits on traditions, and he's the guy that people turn to learn tradition from. Now, I'm here to question tradition. The High Priestess, she has access to beyond the veil. So she is like basically the enemy of the Hierophant in a way, because she has all the answers to everything. He only has the answers to tradition. So how did tradition take over or flip the one who had answers to everything around? And how did that type of work disconnect us from nature and like fully growing ourselves as a village instead of this disconnected patriarchal society? Juicy. What do you think? You love woman? Name a woman. Well, I like this. Happy equinox. Happy Aries season. Spring equinox. Mercury. Direct. No, I don't want that to be the title. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. What should the title be? Should I just leave it? Does he love woman? You love woman, name a woman. Hello. Pop culture. I'm like, what was that? I forgot my fucking camera was on my hand. That freaked me out. My hands are so veiny. My hands are so bony. What should we title the stream? When I read the title name the moment, the first came to mind is Anne Hathaway. Nice! She just joined Threads recently. If any of you are on Threads. Are you planning to see the new Devil Wears Prada? I'm definitely interested in seeing Devil Wears Prada 2, but I fear that it won't be as good as the first one. I don't know. I do love Anne Hathaway. She's very pretty. She's gorgeous, and she does have a good range in like her performances. I like her. I didn't see her movie when she was a cougar and she was like seeing that child. She was seeing that 20-year-old and she was like a cougar in the movie. That was kind of weird. I'm like, I'm surprised you took that job on. But a job is a job. Job is job. My celebrity, I have so many. I don't know. I don't really have celebrity crushes anymore. I think like I'm inspired by a lot of celebrities, but I'm like, I don't know these people. They're fine, but like, I don't know. I don't know them. They might piss me off. They might actually piss me off in person. Okay, so how do we open the world? How do we explore and look at the world in a different light? I'm thinking. Woman in is what? What should I title this? Witches, woman on the stake. Also, how do you spell steak? Oh my. The moon and like steak definition. Online casino, no. Which is on a stake. Burning witches. Okay, it is STAKE. Witch hunts and the Gregorian calendar. Name a woman and I think of my mom. Oh, that's so sweet. I hate the calendar. Yeah, I definitely I just looked it up. 52 weeks but only 12 months. It's so annoying. Like I found out that the Gregorian calendar has only been around for like a few hundred years. Should be 13. Exactly. Period. Add the 13th house. Ooh, that is like an astrology drama that people have a 13th house. I don't know anything about it though. But it is. Greg should have made his calendar earlier. Why? I forgetty. What do you forgetty the spaghetti? Hello, Doxy. You come here strong. You come here swinging arms. I see. I see your energy today. I'm watching you. Was that scary? Did that work? Arm or K. Let's should we switch here? I practice lines in the mirror before I use them in chat. Did it work? Oh, Opiuchus? Who's this guy? Who the honk rooning is that? What do we like? This one or this one? I want to be big as hell. I want to be in my fucking video. Okay, period. Let's go find out. Who is this man? Who is this man? Oh. No. No, that's not what I want. Wait. There we go. That's the 13th house. Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus is a large ancient constellation, snaky, often called the serpent bearer, derived from the Greek Ophiuchus, represented as a man grappling a snake. Though it passes behind the sun from November 30th to December 18, it is not considered one of the 12 standard zodiac signs by most astrologers. That is very... what's the word? Not... if we take Ophiuchus into account, I'm that one. I'm the new sign, by the way. Oh, oops. Wrong fucking thing. Oopsies. Transform. Center to screen horizontally? Okay, it's centered. I think if it is to be considered, I wonder what are the implications. The different birthdays, the new angles, definitely the houses would be very interesting to see how that would play out. Like, I'm not an astrologer, so I don't really know. There's so many rules, like the houses, there's like ABC, there's Hellenistic astrology, there's evolutionary, there's medical. I'm just here. I just think it's pretty. Please. Let's see. Controversial. I was looking for that word for like the last 10 minutes. This is a very controversial take. House. Fourth house. Oh wait, no, they're just talking shit. The 13th sign versus Scorpio. Evolutionary journey. Scorpio coming before Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus. Wait, I already forgot how to say that. Ophiuchus. I said that right. Hello? I can't fucking see shit. I hate this. Everyone's shit would get astrologically rocked. Everyone's shit. Can I blame it for why I'm dumb? Well, I don't know. Maybe, do you have any December placements? Not even Capricorn. December placements? Ophiuchus versus Orion. The planets. Oh my god. I don't want to read all of that. Channy also reported on it. Everything you need to know about the 13th sign. The Great Debate. When did this come out? Do you have a date? No. Astrology is an exquisitely ordered system. I don't know. Did I send you my chart before? I don't know. Not in a long time, at least. Not in like the last few months. Maybe you sent it like years ago when I was still in the original what was that podcast name? I already forgot. Under the Influence. Okay, we at Channy do not work with 13 signs. Like any school of thought that disrupts the status quo, this isn't a stranger to controversy. We're gonna address the elephant in the room. So the ecliptic. Okay, the 360 band of sky known as the ecliptic is the sun's path in the sky from our perspective on Earth. Period. And then the ancient astrologers know about precession. I'm not gonna read on this. None of this is making sense today to me. Just as there are multiple house systems in astrology, no tradition is better or worse than another. There's simply different lenses for organizing our world into patterns, stories, and archetypes. Wait, hold on. I just saw you sent that. Let's see. Ooh. My chart is similar. Oh, I'm more 11th house heavy and like 4th house heavy. Does that make sense? So you have Capricorn placement, so you're right. Maybe that guy could be there. Ophiuchus. I feel like I'm saying a swear word. God Dukin. I hate my Lilith. I have to go record this assignment, so if I finish it in time, I will be back. If not, have a good night, Nalani. I hope you feel better. Forget about that man. You deserve better. Message me instead. Text me instead. I have to stop being in my head and not give a frick. What is your Lilith in? Lilith in Aquarius. Oh, that is very in your head. That makes sense. My Lilith is in Capricorn. In my 4th house of home. So your Lilith is in your 11th house. So do you find that you're overthinking in your friendships and your networking, like your outer network? Like your society community? What the fuck words? Good night, Nalani. The gist of it is social issues. Is it the tism? Is it the autism in social environments? That sounds like Aquarius Lilith. I'm so sorry. Okay. Friday the 13th. History. Ooh, we're reading Wikipedia again. Wikipedia, Britannica, History.com, National Geographic for Kids. Oh my god, perfect. This is for us. Myth busted. Always feeling on the outside. Ooh, lack of connection. Wait, hold on. You're an Aries rising, huh? That's so cool. Our charts are reversed because I'm a Libra rising. Well, my chart is just reversed for because BRB, okay. Myth busted. Friday the 13th. Oh my god, I'm so excited to read this. Nat Geo for kids. Perfect. Just for us. Watch out. Learn how this unlucky day, quote unquote, got such a bad reputation. I wonder when this came out. Why are there no dates? Why do people date stuff? Maybe you refuse to open an umbrella inside your house or walk under a ladder that's on a sidewalk. These are superstitions, or a belief that something bad will happen if there's no reason to think that it will, even if there's no reason to think that it will. One big superstition in the United States is that Friday the 13th is an unlucky day, happening up to 3 times a year depending on the calendar. The day seems to make people more careful or avoid things they usually aren't afraid to do. In fact, experts think so many people skip work on Friday the 13th that businesses can lose hundreds of millions of dollars. Oh my god. I don't know what that means, Heaven. I just know I like you. Are signs compatible in some way? I know I struggle with Taurus. So that means I'm in your 7th house of like relationships, business partners. So like we can be very confronting, but we can also have like a really good like intimate relationship. Platonic, business, death. No, maybe that's 8th house. And then because you don't have anything in Libra, I have my Mars in Libra. Let's see, Taurus. Let's see. I don't see anything about Taurus, but Taurus is in your 2nd house. Your 2nd house of material wealth. Also, I think siblings, or maybe that might be the 3rd house. That's funny. Me and Doxy were also just talking about Tauruses earlier, and how like he also doesn't really get along with Taurus people, or like he gets along with them as friends, but sometimes they're kind of annoying. And I'm like, oh, they are stubborn. I'm straight up and they're stubborn. Yeah, that's just annoying. They do be stubborn. Piss me off. Is there a way to like, okay, can I keep this above? No. Oh. I do have a problem with trying to convince people of things. Yeah, I feel like that's a very like, what's the word? That's a very Aries experience to be like, I know what to do. It's just like, I didn't ask. I don't know if you do that. Sometimes I have that experience with Aries. Aries is, okay, wait. Losing money. No one can prove the, okay, origin story. It's hard to know exactly when Friday the 13th became unlucky, but likely comes from the Christian religion. For example, in the Bible, Judas, a person who is said to have betrayed Jesus, was the 13th guest at the Last Supper. Also in the Bible, many unfortunate things happen on Fridays. Really? Many? Multiple? Not just Good Friday where Jesus dies. So it made sense that people who read the Bible got nervous around Friday the 13th. Huh. It's also possible that 13th is considered cursed because it's the number after 12, which many people see as a number that completes things. Think about it. 12 months are in a year, 12 inches in a foot, 12 pairs of ribs in a body. What? So it's possible the number 13 makes people uneasy because it causes them to think about the unknown beyond the number 12. Wait, that's so I'm so sorry. What the fuck? Ooh, number spooky. Aries thought, I accept my worldview. Haha, I'm chill about it now. Maybe kind of, yeah. I think that is a very like fire sign thing of like, I have seen it all. You need to see how I see it. I have a Leo stellium, so I'm like that. That's weird for Christians to believe that because superstition leads into cultism and that's a no-no from the church. Yes, but they do love their superstitions. I don't know. I'm Filipino. Well, there's a lot of Catholics there. They love their superstitions. Christians in general. Back to reality. People who are afraid of Friday the 13th have a condition, oh my god, called Tris Key. How do you even pronounce this? Key? Like, why would you say that? Tris Key. Triskaidekaphobia. Triskaidekaphobia, K? Which is the fear of the number 13. Any extreme or irrational fear is called a phobia. This is what they're teaching children. The word comes from ancient Greek and translates to fear of the number 13. Okay, but I don't know why this is such a sexy sentence. Fear of the number 13. Ugh! More like I'm sure of things I'm sure of, and we'll yap about it, yeah. Filipinos love their ghosts. So many ghosts in the fucking Philippines. Like, that place is so haunted. It's so fun. But that's before and separate from Spanish Catholicism and Christianity. Yeah. I think definitely a breed of traditional spirituality and Catholicism. Like, it's really interesting how like ghost stories did stay and like supersede, like folklore was able to survive past that, past colonialism, because that shit rocked our shit for real. I'm thinking about any superstitions. I guess like it's hard to think of like any blatant superstitions that I would like connect to the Bible. No, there's just so many. Are there any deities or good spirits in the Filipino culture? Yes. So like we have fairies also. We have fairies. Let's see, let's look those up. Those guys are actually really cool. They're called Diwata. Filipino deities. We also have Sun and Moon. Aswang Project. Like we also have our own what is it, like creation? Where did it go? Our own creation mythology. Content blocked. Give me the content. Oh fuck. What the hell? Okay. There's no pictures. Man. Books. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. That's the Aswang Project. God, this website is trash. Oh, okay. They're right here. Teehee. Okay, so Bathala. That is literally... Oh. Supreme God and Creator Deity. I think... Holy shit. Life Force? I need to open this on fucking like Chrome. This is crazy. I don't know this guy. Aminakable. Worshipped as the gods of hunters. Idiyanale. I don't know who that is. Ikapati. Lakapati. I'm saying these so weird. Bathala. Oh, look at these guys. My Ari. Look at her. She's so slay. The goddess of the moon. I know her. Bae. Tala. Goddess of the stars. She's not here. Hanan. Goddess of the morning. Oh, I know a few Hanans. I didn't know that's what they meant. That's so nice. Apolaki. The god of the sun. And then we have like monsters. So many monsters. The monsters are the more exciting ones. No pictures or nor. We love pictures. Actually, I don't want to open this. That website sucks. So these are the guys. Hello. Okay, let me just open the picture. Can I open just the picture? Oh. Wait, what's this? This is a different website. Okay, perfect. This is a less sketchy ass website. That's so cute. Hello, recording success. Hell yeah. We're just looking at Filipino deities, warriors and protectors. There was this like Instagram artist that made like really cool drawings of them. I don't know who the fuck they are though. A mangagawai. Who's this guy? A fighter? But the thing is, like, these stories are also not really told as much. Like, these deities, these creation stories, because of colonization, like, we don't have that. We only have Genesis. We have, you know, creation from the Bible. But we have our monster stories. I know, right? I even surprised myself. No, literally one take a period. Let's go, Nalani. Nalani showed up to the studio like, yes. Wait, where's my emoji? That was you. She was like, cultural cleansing is a strategy. Yeah. Like, so much of, like, tattoos have been culturally erased. You know? The Philippines and also, like, in Japan. And then they say, like, only people in the prison have tattoos, when then we look back into generations and like our history when our like ancestors, they did tattoos. There was a cat. Yeah. And there were like priestesses who got tattoos also. I just saw that recently. One of my friends, she's part Japanese and she's getting one of those like priestess tattoos. And I'm like, that's so cool. And that's when I got educated. Do we want to look at Filipino monsters? I'm like, this is not on topic. That was really, really boring. The Fear of the Number 13th. What is this? The Last Supper, 13 Guests at the Table is a bad omen. Jesus was crucified on Friday. Friday was also said to be the day Eve gave Adam the fateful apple from the tree of knowledge. How do they know that Cain and his brother, like, Cain killed his brother on a fucking Friday? They didn't have paper back then. They didn't have a calendar. They did not have the Gregorian calendar. They don't. They just be saying shit like, Friday's bad. Friday's evil. Because it's a Venus day? Insane. Yeah, colonization robs us of so much that we can never fully grasp. Yeah, like, it's really interesting that, like, a lot of people are trying to, like, decolonize, and they are trying to find more of their roots, but it's really hard when, like, there's, like, things are burned. Like, everyone's, like, Library of Alexandria was set on fire. For all we know, it could have been called Flirt of Clubbing Day. And they had 9 days of the week. Widdly. Crazy. This is crazy. I did not know this. Like, this is the most made up shit of my life. The 13 Club. Okay. In the late 19th century, a New Yorker named Captain Fowler sought to remove the enduring stigma surrounding the number 13, and particularly the unwritten rule about not having 13 guests at a table. Obviously, the Last Supper, you don't want to recreate that. By founding an exclusive society called the 13 Club. Wait, do I want to be Captain Fowler? The group dined regularly on the 13th day of the month in room 13 of the Knickerbocker I hate that. No. A popular watering hole. Blah, blah, blah. Before sitting down for a 13-course dinner, members would pass beneath a ladder and a banner reading Mortuary de Salutamus. I don't know how to read that. Latin for those of us who are about to die salute you. That's slay. I love that though. I need to make a club. Fear of the 13. I love that so much. What are we? There's more insidious political methods too. In China, Chairman Mao loved the Russian dynasty and culture, and he destroyed many cultural treasures and historical records and a ploy to westernize and modernize China. That's really sad. But everyone talks about the time he got everyone to kill sparrows instead. Oh, that's all sad. Oh, not the sparrows. Wait, are there no more sparrows in China? Is that what you're saying? Wait, I need that stupid story back. Fear of the 13th is so slay. I'm like, wow. All this research, I'm inspired. Fear of the 13. When I start a school, we're only doing 13 students. I don't care. Journal. And then I'm logging this in my notes. I'm inspired. No, the sparrow culling was to ensure crop yields because the birds were eating the seeds during planting. Oh, so sad. Let the birds eat. Friday the 13th in... okay, wait, hold on. Let's see. 4 former U.S. presidents would join the 13th ranks at one time or another. Wow, man was poppin'. I don't know if I like it. Friday the 13th in pop culture. An important milestone in the history of the Friday the 13th legend, in particular, not just 13, occurred in 1907 with the publication of the novel Friday the 13th, written by Thomas William Lawson. Okay. Sure. Who cares? So, the book told a story of a stockbroker who plays superstitions about the date to create chaos on Wall Street and make a killing on the market. Friday the 13th, the movie, introduced the world to a hockey mask wearing killer named Jason. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was Friday the 13th. And perhaps the well-known example of the famous superstition in pop culture history. What bad things happened on Friday the 13th? Knights of the Templar got arrested. Oh my god, on October? Yeah, totally. That's like big news. That's like, oh my god, evil. Evil day. Christianity's really like took over everything. They were like, hey, they brought hell upon us. This is a bad day. I think 13 million people starved to death. Oh my goodness. When was this? That's insane. A powerful religious military order formed in the 12th century for defense of the Holy Land. Defense my ass. Imprisoned on charges of various illegal behaviors, but really because the king wanted access to their final resources. Of course, people only fucking put shit down when it comes to money, not because of actual moral reasons. Many Templars were later executed. Some cite the link with the Templars as the origin for the Friday the 13th superstition. But like many legends, including the Templars and their history, the truth remains murky. In recent times, traumatic events happened on Friday the 13th. German bombing the Buckingham Palace, 1940. The murder of Kitty Genovese, I don't know what that is, in 1964. A cyclone that killed more than 300,000 people in Bangladesh. The disappearance of a Chilean Air Force plane in the Andes in October 1972, the death of the rapper Tupac, Friday the 13th, and the crash of the Costa Concordia cruise ship off the coast of Italy, which killed 30 people. Wait, those are some crazy back-to-back coinkydinks on a specific day. After World War One, yeah, that totally makes sense. I think the population dip led to China not being able to participate in World War II. Oh, and that domino continues with the exploitation and the war crimes committed against China. Tupac died on Friday the 13th. Yeah, that's very interesting. Let's go check. Tupac death. Let's check the source. No. Oh my god, yes. September 13th, 1996. Were you born yet? Were you alive yet, Milani? Oh my god. But also this is saying September 7th, so what the fuck is that bullshit? Why September 13? There's like different records. Wiki. There's. Okay, here we go. Wait, where's the first one? No, Glock? No. This is the source. Who is this? This is an archive. At 11:15 p.m. Crime scene in September 7, 1996. You're a baby, yeah. We were babies back then. Nilani is a baby. We were 5 years old. We were 5 years old, and Nilani was an ovary. Was an ovum. Egg? But yeah, here's the date. September 7, 1996. That's so interesting. Why are there people saying that it was fucking September 13? What is this rumor? Oh my god. And history.com didn't fact check? That's embarrass. Embarrass. Bizarre. Big yike. Okay. I'm done with Friday the 13th. Let's look into the Gregorian calendar. Okay. It occurs on the 13th day of the month in the Gregorian calendar. Okay. The bane of my existence, the Gregorian calendar. It went into effect in 1582. It has not been that long. $444 years. Hello, Helly Bean. Thank you so much for the follow. Hello. Hi, thanks for bringing a friend. How's it going? We're studying the history of some popular like superstitions. Hello, Skrittles. Welcome. That's a good name. I'm looking at the Gregorian calendar and why it's pissing me off. Good, thank you. How's your day going? Day is going pretty well. This is Scott and Helen. Oh my god, hi! I've heard a lot about you guys. Oh my god, wait, you're from Toronto. We got Toronto friends. Hello. How's it going? Hell yeah. Nice to meet you. Hell yeah, brothers. Would you like a card pull? Since you guys are new, let me do a card pull for you. Yes. Okay. Where would deal with all 4 seasons in a day? Toronto's in the house. Nalani's also from Toronto. Yes. Yeah, how are you guys feeling about spring 2? Winter 3? Like, that was a nice one hot day. Today was like hot day number 2 of the last 3 months. What have you guys been up to? How are you doing? How long have you all been friends? Helen, how long have you and Scott known each other? And then when did you guys first hang out in real life? Not putting that winter coat away yet. Literally no. Like I'm like switching from like a literal full down jacket and then a leather jacket. Like a tiny little leather jacket. You never know. Might need both sometimes. I've been friends with Scots in high school. Oh my god, that's so cute. I love that. Where did you guys go to high school? If you still live there, right? We don't. I went to high school in Scarborough and Ajax. I went to high school in Cardinal Newman. I went to Catholic school. He's a newfie. Oh my god, yes, that's right. I know about that. I went to Cardinal Newman and then I also went to Notre Dame. Wait, this is Notre Dame. Sorry, that was not for you guys. I was not being clear. I grew up in Saga. Okay. Do you have a lot of Filipino friends? I probably know some. Wait, what year are you guys? West Ender? Yeah, I'm East End for life, so sorry. The closest I lived in the West End was when I lived at Queen and Dufferin. No, I have no freaking Asian friends. Welcome. Super East End. Growing up in Sugma. Sugma. No! Sorry, I didn't need to yell. Super East End. Yeah, Super East in Newfoundland. That is the eastest that you could go in Canada. Okay. This is a card for Helly Bean. Helly Bean. Ooh, what is this? Oh, okay, wait. I don't know why this feels like spring. So this, I hate this card. I'm so sorry. This is the card of like, it's very much like you're out in the cold. Sug these. So it's in reversed, which is maybe a good thing, but I think like you might be putting yourself out in the cold for something. Sorry to call you out on the first time here. What the fuck? Where is it that you actually have somewhere to find comfort in, where you have shelter that you are not allowing yourself to fall into? So with this upright, it's similar. Well, they're like, they're about to find peace. They're about to find a place where there is warmth, even though right now they're struggling. This man literally, oh, he has another foot. Never mind, my bad. But they're not wearing shoes. So like, where are you in your life allowing discomfort to take reign when you actually have the options to be more cozy? This could be as simple as like, do you have a window that like you haven't closed yet and you need to like get the blanket from the fucking living room? Like, get cozy, girl. I don't know. No shoes, no bitches, no. Honestly, that's a good policy. That's a good policy to have. Did you have a specific question? I don't know why I just fucking pulled the card for you out of nowhere. No context. Hold on. If you have a question, let me know. Helen and Scott. Do you guys have like office names? Like you guys are like a duo. Do you have any drama that you would like clarity on? Have you lost something? This is something that I'm testing out. I'm really bad at it, but like sometimes when I lose stuff, I ask my cards. I don't fucking find them through my cards. It's not. It's something I'm still trying. Please. Okay, this one's for Scott. I'm just gonna pull a card for you. Are you yoinking it? I'm so sorry. Okay, wait. So, the Ace of Wands is a really fun card. This is the yoinking card. This is the totally Scott's card. What have you done? Also, this is the bonking card. Do you need to bonk someone in the head with it? Sorry, I went like this. You did see it. But also, in a traditional tarot note, this is a card of new beginnings because it is an ace all the damn time. It's always about yoinking for you. I'm so sorry. Like, what can I say? I'm psychic. New beginnings. Wands is, I think, fire energy. So like things you can take action on. Yoinking for real. And something that has growth. Do you need to shave your pubes? my god. I'm not usually like this. I swear. Yeah, take action. Use your power. Hold on. I won't know my card. Welcome to Tarot and Tea, where I read you to filth, and you're forced to drink it. Okay. I will yank like a pro. Hell yeah, it has been prescribed. Don't question your gifts. Your virtue. That's nice. Yeah, don't be afraid of your yoinking matters. You should be proud of your material. Okay. I'll make sure he does it. Love a good team effort. Accountability is great. Recap cards. Okay, I want to know. Okay, this one I want to pop up. Oh, interesting. How am I gonna do with monies? Will I be okay? This is interesting. Is there something that you've been like wanting to buy? Because don't buy it. I think also you need to worry a lot less. Don't be like admiring your money all the time, being like, I love you. Maybe love it a little less. Why do you ask what you already know? Sorry. Ace of Swords. Gotta slice that shit. Be honest with yourself. Don't let it tie you up. Don't get caught up in like, girl, I bought a house and mortgages suck. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think like, but I want all the pretty things. Don't be bound to your wants and needs, but also have fun. Like, money is always such a hard thing, and like you already have your priorities, but I think it's like you should let yourself invest in your house, and you should be able to be happy and like proud of this investment that you already have. I think right now you're feeling like it's constricting you when it should be bringing you joy. So don't buy the shiny things, but buy the things that will make your home feel like a home. How do I feel? Because I think it's like, if you're not going to be able to enjoy your house and you're not going to be able to fill it up with yummy things, what's the point? Live your life. Everyone's dead dies with them. Do me, okay. Do you have a question? Oh. I think they wanted to show you this. Doxy, you're a star. And you brought some stars over. Thank you so much. Yes, how do I when I me when you me? When you when me? Okay. Hold on. It really doesn't want to shuffle. It's like pissed at you. What the fuck? Okay. Well, that's nice. They're naked. I'm gonna cover them. The Lovers. I feel like that answers your question very clearly. When I, when you, when me. There might be a third party. There might be a third party to crown the ceremony. I don't know why the fuck that came out. Okay. Cruelty is the highest pleasure. This one weird as hell. I feel like this makes sense to our conversation earlier. I like happen. Weird odd draw. The cards don't lie. The cards never lie. My cards are never wrong. And then also, this was the bottom of this deck. How do I start valuing myself? Queen of Discs. I don't know. Is there, I don't know. This is very Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve, the mountain, and the Holy Spirit. So things are coming to fruition. I'm literally just covering their genitals. The Lovers is always a really fun card, whether or not it's about romance anyway. Because like things are growing. There's like a, you know, the tree of knowledge over here, and then this is the spirit. This is the tree that's on fire, like the bush that's on fire, and then this is like the Holy Spirit is what people say it is. So it seems like a fated union. Whatever is on your mind. Fated. And the cards don't lie. Hello, Hermos. How's it going? Welcome. We're just doing some tarot drawing. Should I change my card? Let's change this. Tarot. Tarot. Done. How's your night going? Would you like a card? Wow, Doxy brought all of his friends. That's so nice. That star and the wands earlier, that was so you. You're a star, darling. Thank you for bringing your friends over. Hello, new friends. How's it going? Also, Helly, congrats on your house. Congrats on your new house. That is a huge investment in this fucking market, bruh. Great job. I just saw a fucking apartment online in Toronto. They were like, this is my apartment on top of a store. The most gorgeous fucking apartment I've ever seen. And I'm like, where the fuck do you live? Ain't no way. How much are you paying? Like, it was crazy. Yeah, Helen sells body parts. You live by the water? Oh my god, that's so nice. I actually made a friend recently, this new class that I'm taking, and she was like, she wants to move by the not Hudson Bay. Hudson Bay is like the up north, right? It's like by Etobicoke, but on the lake shore, by the water. Kidneys, livers, you need it, she's got it. She can make money. Great. Wait, so like, where are you selling that? Maybe I have an extra something to give away. Also, livers grow back, so I can give half. That'll give me some money. Ooh, really great area. I'm close to there. Ooh. Also, let's look at the back of these cards. Look how cute. They're hands with eyes on them. Wee. Hey. Let's do a card pull for me. Let's do a card pull for me. Hermos, do you have a question? Hermos. Am I saying that right? I guess he doesn't like me. She's thinking or being. I do my best thinking being, I understand. I understand. Sometimes I forget that like my camera is here, and then I'm like, whoa, what just moved? I'm at Hermos. No, I know. I know. She's in VC, all quiet. She's muted. Let's see. Is she? She's struggling with something. You guys are beating her up. Cricket's near. Damn. I guess she doesn't like me. I guess I can just go. Curious about my career choices in the near future. Thinking about going back to school, but unsure if it's the right decision based on finances. Ooh, okay. What for Hermos? Is it Hermos like Hermosa? Oh, 2 cards. Ooh, wait, these are really great cards. Money will come, and then also, so with the 9 of Pentacles, this is always like a look at the fruits that you have already grown. Like, look at the fruits of your labor. You are in your soft girl era. You are like, yes, I am blessed, I am highly favored, and money will always come. I think, like, don't make yourself like stress out about it. Don't force the school. I think when the money comes, that's when you'll know to go back to school. Like, even if that means that like you do like OSAP. No, wait, sorry, you're not in Toronto. I'm like, everyone's in Toronto. Shit, did I lose a card? Like student loans. Let's see. Yeah, I love that these 2 cards came up. This is like such a good, great pair. Money is always flowing, and you have an abundance in resources. So check to see where you might have more flow than you think. Ooh, what's this? The moon. Plant by the moon. So set some intentions. I feel like this is a time to give gratitude and spend more time with yourself. I think it's really interesting that the moon card for this deck is twins, or like there's 2 people here. So it's like, what are the 2 sides that you might need to do a pros and cons list? This was reversed, so like you might have to see like what's already been planted and what seeds you need to, yeah, because then you also have the 9 of Pentacles, right? So what seeds do you need to nurture to allow for the funds to come in and flow? What a nice reading. I don't know why I keep doing this. Me too. What were you, you're welcome. What were you thinking of going back to school for? I'm starting a school. I just started school, actually. I started 2 new courses, so I'm really stoked. W readings, hell yeah. Let's do a reading for me. I do love school. I love extracurriculars. I love learning, but I need them on my terms. Otherwise, I'm like, the fuck am I doing here? I have ADHD. I got bored. Me being bored. Thinking about trying out anesthesia tech. Ooh, there's a school close by that started the program last year. I like learning, but I don't like homework. Yeah, same. I hate homework. Like, I think if I can't apply the thing in like actual practice, I'm like, what the fuck is the point of this homework? Sorry. Sorry to fucking cuss on you. Anesthesia tech. That can like, you can go into many places for that too, right? Not just like in traditional hospital settings. Even like injectors. My cousin, the fuck does she do? She's a nurse. She's went to school for nursing, and then she moved into like plastics and is like an injector, and then now she's training other injectors. Okay, this is my reading. Breach your potential. Wow, that's such a yummy reading for me. This is like, stop fucking running around. The Knight of Swords is like, here ye. This is very like, I'm on the fucking way. I think like this just means that I already am on the way and I don't need to be forcing things or like rushing to do more things. I did reach out to an old teacher and was like, hi, I want to take your classes again. Thank you so much for the follow, Emos. And reach your full potential strength. I feel like this is telling me to like, don't put my eggs in too many baskets and to fully bloom in to the places that I already belong. But that makes sense. I'm like me reading to me. Do I make sense to me? Stop running around with your head cut off like a fucking chicken. I feel like my tarot readings are really funny. All done. What do you do for now, Hermos? Like what, oh, wait, that's your card. What did you, if you get into anesthesia tech, like what field do you want to get into for that? There was one time I had to get something done and like the anesthesia tech like didn't look through my file. And at the end of the procedure, I had to get like a ballooning in my kidney. So like they had to like get like a fucking, I don't know, wire and camera through my veins. And I was yapping the whole time. I was like, and then at the end of it, I was like, anesthesia tech, I think I should have told you that I took Vyvanse. I'm very awake. And she was like, why did you tell me? And I was like, why didn't you have my chart? Why is that my responsibility? Ooh, Skriddles has a question now. Yes, ask your question. Ask your question, Mr. Scorch. You mean my advice for the yoinking was not good enough for you? I can hear him blushing. I recently took on more responsibility at work and feel pretty impostery about it. Wondering if that feeling will pass. Aww. Are you new? Is it new at a job? Or like, are you taking in more roles that feel new? I know all I need to know about you. I don't know. Anytime someone says that you know everything, that definitely says you don't. No one knows everything. He told me not everything is about sex or most, but I feel like it can be for him, you know? I'm taking on the read role for my team that I've worked for around 11 years. Oh my god, congratulations. So now like you're like, oh my god, that's so weird. Jeez. So now you're like, oh, now I have to be the head honcho for like a thing that I've been doing for so long. You're definitely like the best leader for that. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Is there something that you've been weighing on? Is this the feeling of like being a lead versus a colleague because you were in their position for so long? Are you having a hard time like, because you're saying imposter syndrome, right? So is it like a fear of becoming the leader that like you didn't want? Because like sometimes I have managers and I'm like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're not helping. You're telling me the wrong things to do. Like, and then are you juggling something else? Is there another project that like is taking your attention? Also strength. You're not reaching your full potential though. This one's reversed. You got reverse strength. This is interesting. Something feels off. Oof, but yeah. Like, I find that the best leaders are the ones who question if they are good enough. And I do find that it is very supportive to come through as a colleague's perspective, but also to trust your ability to lead, because your confidence in like your team will also be shown through your ability to like lead them, because like if you can believe that they can follow what you're saying, then they'll be able to trust that they can do the same thing as well. You know what I mean? Like, it's both trusting in yourself and trusting in them. Maybe that's what this is. Like, trusting that they can trust you as their leader. Like, is someone looking at you and being like, you didn't deserve this? Like, is that also part of the imposter syndrome? Or is that like something in your head that like you're feeling like you've just been like so used to being in that role that being a leader kind of just like feels uncomfortable? And that makes sense. It's just growing pains. Something new to grow into, and do stretches. Stretch your brain, stretch your expectation. I do that solid. Thank you. You're very welcome. Yeah. I mean, new role. Especially if you've been working with them for a long time and suddenly they have to listen to you and be like, why are you telling me what to do? It's kind of like, hey, like, no, like, I know what our problems were. And that's why, like, I'm the new team lead. So, like, I hope you can trust that, like, I'm not going to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste your time. I want to make sure that we're efficient, because, like, why the fuck are we here wasting each other's time? I don't know. I also find that, like, there's a time and place to be a buddy, and then going PR mode on them to be like, okay, so then I have to be like, step back and truly see like the full picture. Treat them like they're children, if that helps. But not like in a bad way, but like, you know, like you're a new parent. Doxy, what's your new question? What's your question? 3 very specific friends. Huh. I wonder who that could be. They go to a different school. Uh-huh. Is there a question on that? Is there a question in there? Yes. What's the question? What's the question? Am I bonking? These are your 3 friends. Someone's making money and there's 2 people outside smoking cigarettes. It's in my head. The question is in your head. Okay. Ooh. Wait. Their names are Splot, Jelen, and Jermos. Weird odd names, but I shouldn't judge. So, this is usually the card of being distracted. They sound lame. Sounds like cool peeps. Divided. The audience is divided. So this is a card where it's like you have a lot of things to be distracted by, and traditionally it's like you need to go back to spirit. Now, being reversed, I think this is saying that you are going in the right direction. You shouldn't be questioning yourself too much. It's okay to have the capacity for all of them. I'm just saying. It's okay. It's okay. You're gonna be perfect. And not everybody has to be one-on-one. They seem like they pour the milk before the cereal type people. Okay, but sometimes that's the move. Am I a serial killer? Or just a serial drowner? There's an ad break in 3 minutes. Hold on, let's pull a I eat my cereal dry. Wait, what's your cereal though? What's your cereal of choice? Cereal. Ugh. Doxy, like, it's only for you that I can't shuffle for some reason. Honey bunches of oats. Hell yeah. Wait, actually, I don't know what that is. I think I'm thinking about something else. Reese Puffs for me. My fault. I'll work on it. Yeah, what's wrong? Is there something wrong with your hands? Cheerios does it too. Honestly, dried Cheerios like a baby. Like a baby snack. Yeah, Doxy, what is that? What is that about? Are you nervous? Are your hands full? Which is funny. That was the opposite of this. Like, you are able to redirect your attention to many different places. Oh, okay. But relax. It's okay to have your hands full. Hands always full. Hands on your knees. Grow out of it. What the fuck? The Eon. Wait, these are your 3 friends. They're trapping each other. I think they're telling you to grow out of it. Look at them. One is smaller. Which one specifically? There's one super psychic one in the back. They have a third eye and then they have eyes on their hands. So they hate me. I knew it. I don't know what the Eon is. I have to look that up. Let's look that up together. The Eon. Immeasurably long period of time. 1 billion years in astronomy. The fuck? Tarot. Judgment. Oh. Are they judging you? 5'2" is not small, by the way. Don't we do one? Oh wait, I forgot I left. Thank you for the cheer. W reading. So I think like this isn't like grow out of that friendship. They're just like fucking be a friend. Stop being weird. We judge them all the time, so that checks out. Yeah. Jellin? That's you? You're wearing that shirt today? He always wears the same shirt. What are you talking about? I get it. I should ditch them. I've been thinking about that for a while. I feel like that's too simple. Like, I'm trying to think of the vines and, like, how they're holding this little one in place. Ooh, I think this is more so, like, you feeling smaller than. Grow the fuck up. You are you belong. You are not supposed to be one of many. You are within all of them. Grow the fuck up. Stop acting like you're tiny. Skinny legend. That's your new PC mouse? It's because we love him. Yeah. Grow the fuck up and be loved. Get loved and grow from it. There we go. That sounds right. W reading. I love it. You know what? Let's do a reading for the week. Let's do a reading for... They got ads. Damn it! Fuck. That was a really good one, though. Ugh. Let them love you and let their love for you grow from it. Thank goodness, because I can't believe that last card, it was brutal. No, I don't... Whatever you're saying, we cast our judgment on dogs. We cast judgment. Especially toward Jelen. Sorry to interrupt. I just got home now and I have to go see for work. Good night, Nalani. I'm glad you got home safe. Have a good sleep. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you. I'm gonna wait. You know what it is? You're scared of them. You're scared of them. You're scared of everybody. That actually just came out. That wasn't me, that was Spirit. Stop being a scaredy cat. You're literally 6 feet tall. Act like it. That's my tea. I'm waiting for everyone to come back. Oh, right. I want to do a reading for next week. Okay. We'll do that when they come back. Hello, there's a piece of hair. Jelen. I miss you guys. You left me alone with him. Anyway, I was telling him to grow the fuck up and to not be scared of you guys. Sorry. Sorry. I'm sure that's not what you wanted to tell him. I was like, you're 6 feet tall. Act like it. True. I'm like, stop being a scaredy cat. Only cats are allowed to be scared. What is this emoji? I don't know what this is. That's so ugly. I'm gonna pull some cards for the next week. For this weekend and until next Friday. Or things make the truth. I said what I said. Stop playing small. Stop acting like you don't belong in groups. I think that I'm also calling myself out for that. That's also a self-call out. To be honest. Okay. This upcoming week, so I don't know if you guys follow astrology, but it is Aries season and it is the spring equinox, and also Mercury is direct. I think that's what this is. The Magician is Mercury going direct again. We do not have any more worries about bullshit. Kind of. There's like a shadow period where things are like just like slowing back into the forward momentum of the drama from Mercury retrograde. So if your exes are texting you just because it's Mercury direct does not mean you should talk to them. That means it's just checking to see if they are still blocked. Block them. Keep them blocked. I love Aries. Me too. Ooh, the star reversed. Ooh, Ace of Cups reversed. Ooh, oh my god, so many reversals. I love Aries. I don't actually know that many Arieses. One of my friends here who was here earlier, Shio, he's an Aries. It's his birthday next week. And my cousin is an Aries. I'm like, those are the only 2 Aries people I know that I talk to on a day-to-day basis. Excuse me. Okay. I don't know what this means. What the fork? Oh shit. Okay, go. Yoinking time. No. I'm putting that away. I get along with Leos the most. Nice. Do you know your big 3? I have a Leo stellium. So I have my Venus, Mercury, and Jupiter. Scott got excited when you put the wand. Hell yeah, yoinking time. It's yoinking time, brothers. Friday. Seems like yoinking time, so. That's gonna be the yoinking card forever. Oh my god, yoinking. Upside down yoinking. Oh, this card came out again. Can't remember, but Leo is definitely one of them. Hell yeah. Ooh, this card came out upright now. That's so funny. This card again. Okay. Okay, this is what we fucking need for this week. Okay. Don't get distracted. But also have fun. Explore the things. Remember what you're actually like trying to do. What are the 500 hobbies that you've set aside, that you've been saying that you've wanting to get to? This is the week to start that. It is Aries season, so time to jumpstart projects once again. It's a great time for that. No time to yoink upside down. Time to yoink with another hand. Since it is Aries season, this is a great time to explore different ways of taking action. Maybe there are some opportunities where you hang it from the ceiling, literally. You need to look at it from a different perspective. And I'm also looking at it as like you're like putting the stick into the ground. So maybe take action and rooting things down versus just letting the force of the fire, the Aries fire on your ass, pushing you. Page of Cups is a silly guy. This is a very silly like Pisces man vibes. I think that Pisces, like Venus is in Pisces still. And Venus loves being in Pisces. It is very dreamy, expansive, but also like very hard on their sleeves. So basically the guy this is his emotional support fish and his cup, and they like tell each other jokes and secrets too. So who is your emotional support fish? Time to water them. The Star is one of my favorite cards. It is an Aquarius card, but it's also a Leo card. It's very much like nurture your surroundings. So nurture, as within, so without. So your external world, do you need to clean up? Do you need to water your plants? Simple as that. Do you need to take more baths? Do you need to give yourself a spa time? Do you need to drink more water? Do you need to get a pretty water bottle so that you'll be more excited to drink water? Because help yourself. Don't make things hard for yourself. Don't shame yourself. Just be like, oh, like, I actually don't like drinking from like chugging something. I actually want to sip from a straw. That just like makes things more fun. Don't get caught up in overthinking. So this card, the 8 of Swords, this guy is very much like, this is your own volition. You're stuck there in your own place and you have swords around you to get you out of your own zone. So upside down, it's making me think like, who is putting you there? Who do you think is putting you there? And who are you giving your power to keep you bound up? And the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is about honesty, truth, being, what's the word I'm looking for? Being fair. She is very good at like cutting through the bullshit. So in reverse, is there something that you're avoiding having hard conversations about? Is there something that you can practice so that you don't feel so nervous having those conversations? You know, just because they're necessary doesn't mean you have to force yourself to do them. You can practice with a friend, you can write it out and then make drafts, whatever. Like, actually take the time for yourself to be like, to be loving to yourself, because like I know it's easy to get frustrated to not get things right away, but take the time to love on yourself and be patient on yourself and be like, hey, let's do this thing because it's really important to us. Cool. And then let's pull some cards from this guy, from this oracle. That one jumped out. What? I put it away. Sorry. Bloop. Hey, maybe hanging from the ceiling, maybe some shibari. Time to do some aerial yoga. Aerial yoinking. Don't just wish it. Knight of Swords. Every day, in every way, things will be better. Change. Oh, I love that. I think this is very much keep dreaming of the change that you want to see. I know, like, the world is a very, very weird time right now, and politically, socioeconomically, everything is fucking falling apart. But don't let that deter you from having big dreams. Dream big and dream for a better world. Don't let them, like, drown you in fear. That's exactly where they want you to be. So take that power back. Take the power back and live your life and enjoy it. Enjoy it. Yay! Thank you so much for being here. That was a fun reading for this week. What is the main theme? Very Aries. Don't get caught up in bullshit. Remember what you like, even if it's a bajillion things. And dream big. I think I also said a bunch of other stuff. I will never get used to this view and my hands just plopping in and out. Yay, excellente. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. It is getting late, and I have to wake up early tomorrow. Not that early, just early for me. I have to go to Mississauga? No, Brampton. For a birthday lunch. Sore. Who this one? Okay. This concludes this Friday's Tarot and Tea. I will be back on Wednesday for some Cosmos and Tea, when we will talk more about astrology and how it connects to pop culture, whatever's going on outside, and also some tea from me, maybe. Maybe I might also do co-working on Monday, so I hope to see you then. Stream, thanks for the readings. You're very welcome. Thank you for coming here, and thanks for being your friends. That was so fun. Bye bye. Nice to meet you all. Let's see if this will work again. This hasn't been working. I want my reactions. Yay! Okay, love you. Good night.